Hello and welcome to your daily love message from your person. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in 2 decks of cards for this reading today. We're going to bring in the heart and soul messages and the sincerely yours, the divine masculine. So what does your person want you to know? And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsreadings@gmail.com. So thank you, angels. What's on their mind today? What do they want to say to you today? What do they want you to know? What's going on with them? What's going on with them? What's going on? Wow, okay. Look at this, first of all. They're saying, you're the last person I should have hurt because you were such a blessing to me. They're apologising to you for hurting you. They know they've done wrong. They know they've let you down. They feel like you're a blessing in their life and they're apologising if they've made you feel otherwise. You were the last person I should have hurt. And maybe you feel like you're the only person they ever hurt. But remember, they are teaching you strength and integrity. They are teaching you when they are hurting you to set your own boundaries down and to respond with love instead of reacting with fear. They are teaching you to remember your own power and your own worth and value, what you will and won't accept or put up with. So they are teaching you lessons when they are acting a certain way, but they are an awareness now that they've let you down and caused a problem and sabotaged things, and they know they really should have acted differently. So they are taking responsibility for their past actions, and it's hard for them to express this. They're saying, I know now you were the last person I should have hurt. Now they know that they shouldn't have hurt you anyway, but maybe in the moment they didn't realise they were hurting you, or they weren't thinking about you because they were thinking about themselves, especially when they pull back and go silent. A lot of the time they don't even realise how that affects you, because in their eyes they aren't actually ghosting you, they're processing. They aren't disappearing, they are taking a moment. That's how they see it. But obviously it hurts you because you feel like you've done something wrong, or you made a mistake, or you're not enough, or you start going into your own inner child and your own wounds come up. So they are saying to you, I'm sorry I hurt you. Out of everyone in my life, you're the person I shouldn't hurt. I'm so sorry. I want you to know today that you are a blessing to me. You are such a blessing in my life and in this world. So they want you to know they cherish you, they value you, and they appreciate you. And they're apologising for any time they've made you feel otherwise. I accept that my actions were what caused issues between us. So they really are taking responsibility for what they've done wrong. They're saying, I now accept this. I accept that you were the person I shouldn't have hurt. I know that you are a blessing in my life. I accept that my actions were the problem. And their actions could be pulling away, being silent, not opening up to you, denying the feelings, or ignoring you. Whatever they've done, you know what they've done. And they saying, I know this was the problem. It caused the issue between us. So even if you pulled your energy back and perhaps you went silent then, or you pulled your energy back and they were perhaps sitting there thinking, oh, well, you've gone quiet on me, or you've behaved strange too. It's because of what they did. If they'd have just been open and honest with you and said, I just need a little bit of time, or just give me a bit of space, or whatever they said, or whatever they should have said, or no shoulda, woulda, coulda, but they could have said, if they'd handled it differently, for example, you may not have gone quiet yourself, or you may not have pulled away, or you may not have perhaps called them out on something or blocked them or whatever. Because I feel you've been pulling your energy back and they are aware of that. And this is getting them all up in their feels. They're really afraid. They feel like they could possibly lose you. And they are now having to sit in regret and remorse, and they're having to analyse their behaviour. Because maybe they were kind of thinking, well, it's your fault, or you did this, or you did that. And now they're realising, well, no, you didn't actually do anything at all. It was me that caused issues between us. So they are recognising that and taking responsibility for it and accepting it. And this will ultimately lead to the action of an apology coming in. My 3D world is not my reality. So they are very aware that they are living a lie. And they are saying that to you as well. So if you've seen them out and about, or you've seen things on social media, they're reminding you it's not real. It may seem real because it's a physical thing they're doing, but it's not real to them. In their mind, what's real is the connection they share with you, and they are trying to escape or find a way out of what they're currently in. So they're asking you to not be triggered or pay attention to what you're perhaps seeing going on around. It's like if you work together, for example, say if you work together and they are ignoring you but talking to everyone else, that's not real. They're doing that because they're afraid. They're afraid what people will think if they approach you or spend time with you, and people are going to talk. It could get back to a karmic partner or something like that. So they're very guarded about what they've been doing. And I feel it's their guardedness that's created this problem in the first place. If they've guarded their feelings and not told you how they feel, it may have hurt you and made you feel like you don't matter to them, whereas they see you as a blessing in their life. If they've pulled their energy back and been quiet, and they've just seen it as taking a moment to process, but it's been weeks and weeks and weeks, and because of that, you've perhaps thought, I can't do this anymore, I need to protect my own energy. So you may have took yourself out of the equation in a way, and then they're left thinking, why have you done that? And they now realise if they had perhaps said to you, I just need a bit of time, or just give me a moment to think and then I'll come back to you, you perhaps wouldn't have responded or reacted that way. I didn't want to fall in love, but I couldn't help it. So they perhaps weren't expecting to meet you or come back to you when they did, or they weren't expecting to feel as deeply for you as they did. They weren't expecting that, and that could have shocked them. You made them feel feelings and think things they've never thought or felt before. So it made them a bit afraid and scared and vulnerable. So saying, I didn't expect to fall in love with you. I didn't think I would fall in love with you. And now I'm handling what that means. So I didn't want to fall in love, but I couldn't help it. So especially for those of you, perhaps they are in karmic relationships and they didn't think they could meet anyone that they would actually fall in love with, because they perhaps thought they were going to stay in that relationship for the rest of their life, and you've come around now and shook that boundary, that foundation. So things are shaking in their life, and that's, they give me fear, that brings fear up in them. It's scary to them because, yeah, there's the fear coming up, because you've activated fear in them through them realising, I don't love this person I'm with, I'm actually in love with you. So that means I've got to make a change, or I need to step up and level up because I want to be in your life and you deserve the world. So I need to be able to provide and give that to you and be equal in this connection. Or if they've perhaps never been in a commitment, they want commitment with you. So they've got to deal with their fears or issues around being in a commitment, especially if they've been single a long time or they've been a player and they're like, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be in a relationship. So what does that mean? So these are all issues that they are dealing with because they're in love with you and because they want a future with you. Because if they didn't want a future with you, they wouldn't be thinking all these things. I can't sleep, I just end up thinking about us. So they're having restless nights, lying awake at night. They can't drop off because there's stress and anxiety there. Thinking about you, thinking about the connection with you, thinking about what they need to do and change to be with you, worrying about what you're doing, who you're with, especially if you're single. Their mind goes out of control. You're just perhaps having an early night, going to bed, going to work, doing your own thing, and they're thinking, who are you with, what are you doing, where are you? And you're not doing anything at all, but their mind is blowing everything out of proportion because they are thinking you could be doing anything with anyone. You could have anyone because they know how special and amazing you are. They know that you're hot property and they're worried about someone snapping that hot property up. And they're lying awake overthinking everything. So that can also affect their mood the next day, can make them feel restless and angry and stressed out, and it can make them just feel generally low. And then, they can actually take that out on you or other people. They're saying, I blamed you for things that were not your fault. This is definitely what I'm picking up on when I connected with this card. You were the last person I should have hurt. I accept now that my actions were what caused issues between us, because they may have this strange idea that you pulled away from them and you didn't care about them. Because I feel that some of you pulled away because of their actions. So, for example, they decided to not reach out to you for like a week or 2 weeks, and you give them ample opportunity to come back to you, and they didn't. So perhaps you pulled your energy away and started doing something else, or you could have deleted an app, or maybe you blocked them, or something happened in that way, and they're thinking, oh, it's your fault, you've done this, you've done that. But they created the problem. So they realise, and I blamed you for things that weren't your fault, I'm sorry. They may have blamed you for things that have gone wrong in their life. And they're thinking, oh, if I just stayed where I was or not give you any attention, things may have been different. Especially if they've been bargaining, if something's kind of fell apart in their life and they're thinking, maybe it's your fault because they're blaming themselves, obviously, but they're thinking it's your fault because you tempted me or you made me feel this way, or, you've got psychic powers or whatever it is, because they also know how intuitive you are, that you're intuitive and psychic and an earth angel, and they may feel you're doing witchy woo on them. They may feel like it's your fault. It's your fault that I'm madly in love with you. You've put some kind of spell on me. But really, it's all because they are afraid of facing their own fears, or they were, now they're accepting everything. They're saying, my finances are frustrating me. So there are definitely issues with finances for some of them. So they could have finances locked into things like investments, businesses, property. They may have finances locked in with a karmic partner. So they may have joint finances, and that's also causing them a problem. They may feel like they're always at work, but they never really got any money because it could be being spent by someone else. They may feel like they're working, but they're not really getting anything for the money or what they're doing, because perhaps the money is going on the children or other things. So I feel they're just frustrated with the way their life is, and they are now taking responsibility for that, realising they need to level up and be with you. So the big message is, they know they've hurt you and let you down. They can't sleep because of it. It's going round and round in the mind, the things they've done that they wish they'd done differently. And they're thinking about you all the time, because they know you're a blessing in their life, and they know they fumbled you. They know they've messed up. They know that they blamed you for things that weren't your fault, and you were the last person they should have hurt. And that also frustrates them. That's why they say my 3D world is not my reality. Especially if they come across like they've got money and everything's working out, when they say, no, my finances are a bit of a mess, I'm frustrated, I want to show you the truth, I want to apologise, I accept my actions were what caused issues between us, because I didn't want to fall in love with you, but I couldn't help it. So they may have acted like they didn't care because they didn't want to fall in love, they didn't want to accept or look at the changes that would mean for their life. And now they're taking responsibility. So just know that whatever's going on between you today, they recognise it's not your fault. They know that they've got to take responsibility and do something about it. And I do feel there's going to be an apology coming in. So I just want to bring in, actually, before I end the reading, the deck of apologies. So what do they want to apologise for? I dream about a fresh start. So they want to apologise for wasting time. They dream about a fresh start with you. And you may have had a dream recently where you've had a fresh start in that dream. It's a sign of what's coming. I was drunk and depressed. So they may have done something when they were drunk, or when they were depressed or feeling low, and maybe they took things out on you. They want you to know they're crazy about you. So they're not really apologising for that either, but they're saying, I can't help being crazy about you. I want you to forgive me, please. I want you to forgive me for the things I did when I was drunk and depressed, the things I blamed you for. I'm sorry. You mean the world to me, and I want a fresh start. So obviously, for that to happen, they're going to reach out. So let's see if we can get a timing around reaching out as well. Any timing you need to be aware of for them moving forward. We've got when you least expect it. So for the majority of you, it's going to come in when you just don't expect it. It's going to come in spontaneously. It could be when they're drunk. It could be when they're depressed. It could be when they're lying awake and they can't sleep. But they're thinking about you. So when you least expect it, you're going to get communication. For some of you, it could come in a few months. It could come sooner than that. It may be in a few months. It may be between now and July. So just have faith in the when. You know, when it comes, it will be the right time. Some of you may have felt things changing since July, and within a few months from July, things have been a bit strange when you least expected it. Perhaps you expected something to happen, it didn't go that way. So just be ready for anything right now, because anything can happen. It is going to be spontaneous when they come in, because they are feeling all the passion for you. What they want in the earlier reading, they said, what are they hoping for? Passion, reconciliation, coming back together, sorting things out with you, making it right. They want loyalty with you, a fresh start, a new beginning. And they know they've messed it up. So obviously they know now, because they've messed it up and they've caused a problem, it's up to them to fix it and sort it out. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.